It's the session. I'm your girl, Michelle Nicole.
And I'm your girl, Natalia Cartier.
What up, putas? Victoria LaTrapstar here.
So you were featured on an episode of SNL.
Yeah.
That focused on female comedians.
Well, I didn't do an episode. I auditioned. That was years ago. But they were looking for black comedians. And, it's like, black moment. Where are the black girls? And there's no black funny women. And I was like, that's a lie.
Right.
But I went out there. I got pretty far. And I just didn't. I'd rather host. That's always been my dream. I've never really wanted to be a part of the cast.
And why is that?
I just think you get to have more fun hosting.
Yeah.
I like what my friends are doing on the show. I'm friends.
It's because she wants to be the superstar that comes on the show. She doesn't want to,
Thank you, Victoria.
Actually, I would want to host.
I second that. I believe that I'll be able to host one day, and that will be a funny ass episode. Yeah. I could actually do Beyonce, and I could actually do Nicki Minaj, and do all the
and Tiny.
And Tiny.
I love Tiny.
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my God! There's this video on YouTube that was.
For you not to know me,
I
Victoria,
don't really know you.
You kind of fucks with me a little bit.
I did see the Nicki Minaj.
Right.
My little cousins,
you.
they were looking at it, and then it was like she was like pretending to be Tiny, and it was like shit that Tiny says, and then she like does yeah, it's really funny.
T.I.'s wife.
That was a whole phenomenon. Shit that whatever shit
that everybody says.
Yeah.
And then my best friend Whitney, her husband. I'm sorry, we're grown. Her husband. He was like, "Yo, you do such a good Tiny. You should do shit Tiny says because the shit she says is epic." And I said, "I think I can do that." And so I just looked at a couple episodes and I was like, "Yo, I don't even have to make any of this shit up." You'd be like, "Tia, I gotta go down and get Tip. Gotta wash my ass." She was saying all this shit. I was like, I don't have to make any of this up.
Yeah.
It was great.
And you met her too, right? Because you guys were in that movie together.
She was on Meet the Blacks, and she actually asked me to stop making fun of her.
No.
She I was so nervous because she's actually the sweetest person. The sweetest, sweet. It's so sweet. She is so sweet. She's a great mom. She's great wife. She's just every moment. She's on her phone talking to her kids. She was not here for any of us, but we kicked it for a bit, and I was like, "Tiny, I got to tell you, I did a video and I feel really bad about it." She was like, "I know what you did." Shit. And I was like, I want to know, she's like, "I really don't like you to do it, because, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't like it." I said, "Okay." So I don't do it a lot anymore. So you guys just, I respect her.
Yes.
Because she's so sweet. She's the sweetest person. Not to say if she was mean and she asked me to not do it, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
But she was so nice.
Respect.
She was just out of respect.
It, so it doesn't
but
matter.
I didn't say nothing mean. I didn't say nothing bad. I just said how she would say something. Okay.
It's kind of hard too because they have a show. Well, Tiny has a show on TV, and it's just
she knows if she needs an impersonator, a voiceover. I've been called in to dub her voice.
Oh wow!
Yes, because I do voiceovers. I do cartoons. So, yeah.
What cartoons did you do?
I'm on the Lords of Chamberlain right now on Comedy Central. And I just did this unicorn, this pony show that's on Disney. Forgot what it's called, but they're really cute. It's these ponies. I forgot. It's not My Little Pony. It's these little ponies, and it's really...
It's like a bootleg pony show of My Little Pony.
No, you know what? They're pony heads. They don't have bodies. It's weird.
Bootleg.
But you know what? You want me outside? You want to catch me outside? You want to catch me outside, bitch?
Yes, bitch.
Catch me outside.
How about it?
How about
Yes,
it?
puta.
Catch
I'll
me
catch you
outside.
You're very versatile. I think a lot of people like they get into this realm of like, okay, I have to be this certain way for this amount of time, or even actors who are on a show for a long period of time playing a specific role, and then they're like, okay, I got to get out of this role because the industry are going to think that this is the only thing that I can do.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, they always try to put you in a box. I find it a challenge for me, to always consistently knock down any type of box people try to put me in. When I was in Love That Girl, everybody was like, well, she's the ghetto hood rat. And I was like, no, if you look at my resume, I was a doctor for 2 seasons on ER. So what hood rat?
It got so steamy. Like she was like the intern. I don't really know your work, but she got like, it was like you were an intern and then you like hooked up with the white doctor.
Yes.
And then you became a doctor.
Yes.
Basically, she slept her way to the top, the character.
Ooh, what blog you run?
What?
I said, what blog you run?
No, it was the character. Like, I'm not throwing shade at her. And then
You
she had to,
throwing shade at Dr. Laverne St. John.
but she had to struggle with that,
I did.
because like I always struggle with that. I'm like, I can sleep to the top or I can work really hard, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it was really hard for Dr. Laverne.
Is that very common in the acting industry, women sleeping to the top?
You know what? I don't surround myself with women who do. So I don't know. I don't know their journey. If they did, I don't know. I don't know them.
Because I know there's this whole thing called like the casting couch or whatever.
I've never, I'm from Baltimore, so there's just a certain type of vernacular. You can't look at me in a certain way. You can't talk to me in a certain way without me going,
You're a very attractive woman. So, girl. So have you experienced like men who are in high levels try to like date you or
yeah.
How do you deal with that situation just for like young women who aspire to be in this industry and don't know how to move if that happens to them?
Pepper spray.
Yeah, pepper spray. I mean, don't ever let them get that close where you have to use pepper spray,
Right.
first of all. But, men are always going to try you.
Right.
I feel like you have to make sure it's in the smartest way that you can, because men are in a higher level at some points. You never know what people's motives are. You just have to really follow your instincts. And if your gut, that little inner voice is telling you that even if you think this is a great opportunity and that someone is leading you down the wrong direction, you have to listen to that because 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's correct. And there is a way that you can finagle yourself around it and show them that you're not that type of woman. You can ride the line, the very fine line of, if someone is attracted to you and they do have a presence and they can get you to a certain place, it's like, cool, I can hang with you, but I need you to respect me as well because I have something I need to get done in order for this to go. If there's a project you need to get off the ground and that person is willing to help you get there, and they're like trying to put those things in, I give you one shot. I'm safe. No. Now, if you ain't get it the first time I said no, then we can't work together. Because
Time only.
we're attractive women. So that's we're attractive women. Victoria, so are you. Is that what you wanted? So we have to use what we got to get what we want. So we just have to be orderly and we just got to walk it very finely. We can't be all twerking everywhere.
Straight up.
In order to get respect, we gotta be business women at the end of the day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I have a question. What's your favorite role that Angela Bassett has played in?
My favorite role? I mean, of course, it's What's Love Got to Do with It. But I also loved Waiting to Exhale.
Oh my God. I just watched that the other day. I was hoping
She was
you
so
said
great.
that.
She was so great. She's great in everything, though. I kind of love her so much. And I was like a really freak out moment. And I have to text her too because I hadn't seen her in a long time, right? And so I was we used to hang together and, she was like my mentor. And I just lost touch, just how people get, we all go all over the place, and Courtney's doing his thing, and we just all lost touch. And I was talking to Tatiana Ali at the Underground premiere, just talking, chatting it up. I looked on the side of my eye and I saw Angela. I was like, okay, I got to go over there and say hi to Angela. And I turned back and started talking to Tatiana again. And all I hear is, Bresha Webb! Bresha Webb!
Your full name out loud.
My full government. And she was like, get your ass over here. I was like, oh,
Like your mama.
like my mama.
That's funny.
Came and yoked me up. Where have you been? I said, Angela Bassett is
So good.
It was so good. I came home and I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, babe, she really remembered me and all the times that we had, and I just didn't know if she felt the same way that I did. And
Why you sound like an old man when you cry?
I'm done.
you know what? You can catch me the hell outside, okay? Catch me outside, okay? You want to see what these paws can do.
Put
These paws on you. Here she goes. Listen, I took a picture. Here she is. Do we look like we love each other? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have to see this.
So sweet.
This was recently.
Yeah, this was at the Underground premiere. Oh, let me show you guys.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes.
I did. I made a wish. Came true. She's the sweetest.
That's awesome.
The sweetest.
Speaking about foundations, you're also you support Dress for Success, right?
Yes, I do.
So tell me about that.
I don't know if there's much to tell. I give them my clothes.
Oh, okay. I thought you go and speak.
No,
Okay.
I've done a couple of things. I'm all over the place,
Got
and
it.
I really need to update that stuff. But I give them a lot of my suits and clothes that I don't wear anymore, and which I feel like a lot of women should do. Just to give clothing to women that do want to make a change and that do need them to get jobs and to make good impressions. Just starting a new life. So that's where that comes in. I also work with a lot of inner city schools in Baltimore, talking to them. My mom is a Delta Sigma Theta. I'm not. Of course, it would make her dreams come true if I did. A lot of my friends are. But I work with a lot of their foundations and a lot of their charity groups as well.
Okay.
So
That's beautiful.
Yes,
I do. And,
you gotta give
the
back.
children are our future.
Got to diversify your portfolio.
Yes, I do. I really suck at it. I met with my publicist today. She was like, you do so much and you don't tell me. I was like, yeah, I don't tell you.
Yeah.
But it's also another job in itself. It's like you have a heart and you're doing all of this, for entertainment purposes. I personally don't think it's anyone's business who I'm giving to. Or giving my time or my money or charity. I think that's just what we're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But, in this industry, you should
good.
tell everyone,
Yeah.
I'm giving back. I'm not so ungrateful. But yeah.
Inner voice.
See, that's my inner voice to myself.
Do you have any advice for young women who aspire to get in this business?
I guess my advice would be to just write your plan down, write it down and really think it out, and really go for it and be realistic about your steps. That was like one thing that I see a lot of people out here that don't do very well. They just say, I want to be a star. And it's so broad and it doesn't really make any sense, but you're not doing the tools and you're not working towards really making those steps happen. You want to be an actress. Are you in class? Oh, sorry, purse. Are you in class? Are you taking acting classes? Are you meeting people in the field? Are you on stage? Are you performing as much as you can? Are you getting as much exposure as you can? Are you going to auditions? Are you on set? It's just like things like that. It's like 101. Mm-hmm. You could be a stand-in, to make some extra cash. And you can be in the atmosphere. I mean, you can go to school for as much as you want. But until you're actually doing it and you're on set and you're seeing how it works, it's just a whole nother terminology that people use on TV sets than what they use on, on stage in theater. So it's just like things that you have to focus on. But nonetheless, just write down your plan and, go through the steps and just try your best to just work through it and stay focused and don't get so sidetracked about what everyone else is doing. Stay focused on what you're doing and just do what you're doing and believe in yourself, and that's it.
Yeah, I think the pressure is so high now. It's so hot. It's like you have a stove, and then you have all these things just that you're balancing and trying to do, and then you have this one pot, and it's like, okay, I'm putting all this effort into this, and then okay, let me focus on that. So I think it's all about, when you said focus, it's very important because it's all a juggle. It
is.
But it's like you have to retain that focus on one specific thing at one time.
At one time. It is. It's like if you have too many things going at the same time, you're not going to give that one thing that you're most passionate about
100%.
100%. So if your thing is to be an actor, in order to be in LA and to be an actor, you have to have representation. So whatever it is that you need to get in front of for people to see you, so you can have representation is the best thing. So it's like when some people are talking to me and they're like, I'm like, are you getting on workshops, meeting casting directors? Well, what classes should I take? What workshop? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't been there in a long time. I haven't been in your place in a long time. You got to get out there. You got to ask people. You got to go to the places where actors hang out and figure it out. Get with a group of actors and just ask questions. I was very inquisitive when I came out, and I had one mission, and, that's why I think Victor and I are still friends, because we both were like, no, we ain't going to be here forever. No, I'm not going to be here. They ain't going to cast me or nothing. I'm going to make my own show. I was always so focused on, making my own path. They give you a showcase, they give you a whole list of casting directors to call. I pocketed all those casting directors my damn self. Right. I was calling all them people to invite them to the showcase. Even when they didn't pick up the phone, I was like, I'm keeping this person's number and that person's number.
Connecting with them on LinkedIn.
Not even LinkedIn. I would send them postcards. I would send them a headshot and with a postcard saying, hi, I'm Bresha Webb. How you doing? And I remember there was a casting director that I went in for a year later. And she was like, I've met you before. I've seen something. And I was like, I sent you a headshot and a postcard. And she was like, yes, a lot of people send headshots and postcards to agents, but you sent them to casting directors. And I was like, yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
So you got to be hungry. You got to get out there and you got to think of new ways to get people's attention. A lot of people are doing, it's so wide open now. Like when I was coming out, there wasn't a lot of Instagram and YouTube. People weren't using it like they are now.
But I kind of miss back in the day, because back in the day, I feel like they went off of like real talent. I feel nowadays they're kind of verging towards numbers. I was on the plane with someone, and he happened to be in the film industry as well. And he was like, hey, are you an actress? I was like, no, that's not my thing. And he was like, do you know any influencers? And I was just like, yeah, I know a few. He was like, well, what's their following? That was the first, not what have they been in, like what's their numbers? And I was just like, wow, that's wild.
Yeah, because people want to make a return. Because also I'm a producer as well. So, I produce content, and I produce also like TV and film. So I'm seeing what it takes to bring, you asking people for money to, and you got to get them their return. So if they look up a no-name actor and it's like, but this guy's got so much talent, they're like, well, where the money at though? And then you look at somebody that's an influencer and they've got 1 million to 10 million followers. You're like, he can talk. And he's got 10 million followers.
Good for me.
So if even half or even like 7% of his followers go and see this film with all the other A-listers that we have, we're going to do great. Yeah. So that's what they're looking at, their return. You need to pay people back.
Yeah.
So, of course, the industry and the stock market, all of that was a lot better way back in the day. But, when we got crazy people in the office, you got to...
Things are
Gotta
changing.
make
So
sure you
I have
get your
like a serious
return.
question.
Yes.
Like a really serious question.
Oh,
So I
yes.
saw you went to like the Golden Globes or like a party or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I really didn't look at the picture that good.
Oh.
I didn't really know.
But you knew I was there.
Yeah. You were wearing this little red
The bounce
dress.
back.
And you were like looking back at it, like, like that. And like your hair was swinging and stuff. But I want to know, is your butt fake? Or is it like a pad? Like, because you're like really little.
Thank you. I work
So
really
like,
hard at
is it fake?
that.
It's a serious question. So
Okay,
like, I know
okay.
it's like hard sometimes for
Yeah.
people to answer honestly.
Honestly. Truly. Honestly. My ass is real. I do a lot of squats. And my mama's got a big booty. And so, yeah, I get it from my mama.
Yeah, you're like a little black Selena.
Thank you. Thank you. I take that as a strong
But I don't like you.
That's a huge compliment.
But I don't like you though.
Okay.
That much, just like a little. Okay.
You know what? I love you too. It's okay. Let that love come in. It's okay.
So when you wake up in the morning, like what's the first thing on your mind? Like what's the first thing on your mind and what's the first thing that you do?
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm supposed to do is thank Jesus. So I always try to remember to thank Jesus, but usually it's my phone. And then in between me grabbing my phone, I go, thank you, Jesus. And
Ooh, I did that this morning.
It's real bad if I got to be honest. And it's so funny because I'll roll over and my boyfriend and I'm doing the same thing and we don't even say good morning to each other. We just be like, who emailed me? Okay, we're gonna do that today. Who's on Instagram? Let me wake up. Oh, hey baby, good morning.
Oh.
Did you see this video? It's so bad. But
So in that moment, have you ever been in a moment where you're like waiting for a callback and you're just like very hesitant, like you feel kind of like outer body? Like have
the
you?
only time, excuse me.
At work?
Excuse me. The only time that I feel like that is like when I test for something, like when I'm testing for a movie or a show.
Okay.
So like when you're up for a pilot or a TV show, you test for it with all the producers. It's like the stressfulest thing ever in life. Stressful. And, they're like, we'll call you tomorrow around noon, or they don't tell you at all. They don't tell you what time they're going to call you. And it's like, well, you think they're going to call you on Thursday, and then Thursday you're all like, ugh. And then like, okay, you go to sleep. You finally go to bed, and then it's Friday, and you're like, ugh, and you call your agent, you're like, anything? And they're like, no. That's the only time that I feel crazy. And then you get the news either after the weekend. That sucks if they have to wait until the whole weekend. But yeah, that's the only time where I'm like, and so you're just trying to keep yourself occupied, like you're going to the gym. You're trying everything,
Right.
To just get your
testing
mind
for new roles or
yeah. You're just it's like all these people judging you at one moment, and you're like, callbacks and things like that. I can let that stuff go. But when you signed your contract already and you see how much money you start planning things like, oh, I could go to there, I could get this new bag, I could do that, and then you get your hopes all up. You be like, man, that would be so nice in my account right now.
Right. Like when Lawrence got a new job on Insecure.
Yeah.
All the sushi dates.
All the sushi dates. Yeah.
Have you met Issa Rae yet?
Yes, Issa and Yvonne. Orgy is one of my good friends, and so is Jay. Yeah, I know all those guys.
Awesome.
Really good friends of mine. Yeah.
So like everybody.
Oh, you've been out here for a while. You get to know a couple people. Everybody. It's a small, very small circle. It's very, very small, especially in the Black community. Everybody know everybody. Like, we made it. We here.
Right.
You funny, I'm funny, we all funny. You got money, I got money. We doing all right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's awesome.
We shining.
Hey.
Like a diamond.
I let it
Wrong
say.
song.
Oh.
Wrong song. Well, Bresha, thank you so much for stopping by tonight.
This morning.
I think we're all like,
It's because it's dark out.
yeah.
It's so early. It's like 4:30 in the morning.
I'm not doing this at all right. Everybody, I never hear people yawn on the radio.
It's fine. We'll edit it. It's fine.
happens.
Trashy.
I'm sleepy.
All right, Bresha. So we are looking forward to seeing your new shows coming out.
Yes.
Hella excited for you.
I'm so excited. I feel like it's gonna bring a lot of joy to people because
I hope you're funny on this new show. I hope.
I am too. I hope.
I'll let you know if I don't laugh.
You know what? I'll be looking for that on my Instagram.
Okay.
I'll be looking.
I will let you know.
Thank you. And I'll know it's on a troll. I'll know it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Mm-hmm.
You, Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for knowing everything on my resume.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, I secretly thought you like were building a blog or like, you know.
No.
You have a fan page in my honor? No?
Or don't want to admit it.
I don't do that.
Okay. It's like, don't put me in
You don't want to talk about who you're pregnant by?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
about
No.
that. You got a record coming out, everything, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm pregnant by the president of the United States, Donald Trump. And like he hasn't told Melania and all that. It's like really stressful.
Damn.
How did he meet
Wow.
you?
I worked at his hotel, okay? Like washing dishes and stuff.
And he came all the
But
way
can we
down
not
there?
talk about this right now? Like this is not about
Are
me
you
right
under
now.
an NDA?
What?
Are you
I can
under-
get killed for this stuff, like for telling, you know,
Oh,
like
no.
I don't like
Alternative facts?
yeah.
Fake news?
It's fake news, okay? But I want to do one of those photos like Beyonce and stuff. I thought like maybe that could be a cool announcement.
Yeah.
Like on my Instagram and stuff.
What would it look like?
Like Beyonce's picture.
Like flowers
With less
or
money?
in the water?
Like dollar store flowers. It's like low budget right now.
dollar lays? The little lays?
Like you're making fun of
for
me right
graduation?
now.
No, I'm not.
You just said it was dollar store.
Right.
But I wasn't making fun. Like they were really dollar store.
Oh, I thought you
Just-
meant dollar
I thought-
bills.
I thought you said Lay's like potato chip Lay's.
No.
Oh.
Have you ever been to a graduation and like Pacific Islanders?
No one
have
in my
the-
family graduates.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay.
You didn't graduate?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
No GED?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
So you just trapping.
Mm-hmm. That's why, like, you know, but Instagram's really helping me out. They're representing me and stuff. So they've given me a platform. So it's like really helping and stuff. So I'm like super excited.
Yeah.
Super excited.
I have like 900, I think, followers. Like that's like a big accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you guys are all hating.
No, I'm just in awe of this. Like this is just
But-
left me speechless.
So Michelle, do you want to like wrap this up?
Yeah,
Like with a
sure.
real rap again, you know?
Oh, like
You
Don't
rap?
do
Yes.
the like basic
Kurt,
stuff
it's
where
your
you rap
turn.
it out. Like
It's-
sing
it's-
it and rap it out, you know?
You know what?
okay.
Somebody drop a beat.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
Can I hop in this too?
okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it off real quick.
I don't know how long I can
Alright.
keep this up, guys.
Just
Okay.
go.
Okay.
But you got the voiceovers too.
Oh, yeah.
La sesión.
We about to end the show. We had our girl Bresha drop some gems. You already know how it goes. I'm about to bust a motherfucking flow. Let my girl D take on the flow.
Hey, we in here and we in here cause we been here. And
I told you I can't do it long. Like, I haven't done it long enough. Okay, wait a minute.
Alright. Yo.
I
Yo.
spit everywhere.
It's the session with my girls, Bresha, Michelle, and
Victoria LaTrapstar.
I can't rap, y'all, but it's okay. Cause we could do this any day.
Hey,
Female inner day.
Friday. All right.
Peace.
My lips hurt.
That was like in true Amanda Bynes style. Where is she though?
The session where queens unite to share their light.